That's what I have to do every once in a while. All right. Welcome back to Victory Drive, everybody. So Ashley and I just recorded a nice little episode.
It was good.
A big announcement coming. So
the big announcement we've been teasing for months.
The big one. The big dog. The big cheese, some would say. But the trailer's here. So,
it's here.
TLDR. That's it. But
TLDR. What's TLDR?
You don't spend a whole lot of time on Reddit, do you?
Nope.
Too long, didn't read.
Oh.
So TLDR, the trailer's here, and we just recap us going down, getting it, and all the fun things. Everything between, truck dealerships to lot lizards and getting a trailer in Georgia. So just a fun little recap on our weekend, because it is a wild weekend. Just a very busy time in our lives, and it's going to be only going to get busier, which is all good things.
All in the best way.
Yeah. So we're going to keep this intro nice, short and sweet, I guess, essentially. Because, it was a shorter episode today, but it's
shorter being an hour.
Perfect. Short and sweet. Yeah. Nice and easy. Easy stuff. But is there anything you wanted to add in the intro on that, really?
No, I don't think so. Just the big announcement. Our last Keeping Up with the Johnson episodes, we kept teasing it stuff. And we kept trying to decide, when are we going to tell people? And we're like, we got to wait till it's here. It's here. The announcement is out. And we talk all about it.
Talk all about it. Good stuff. So, but I will say, this show does have some little support on the back end here that
the best support
we'll go through as well. So, Victory Drive is brought to you by Grizzly Coolers, like always. Made right here in Iowa, actually. Decorah, Iowa.
The best coolers.
The best coolers. Some would say they are the best coolers. Others would say they're not, and those other ones would be wrong. Mm-hmm. So, Grizzly Coolers, they also have a whole bunch of awesome, drinkware and a hunting blind and all sorts of good shit coming from Grizzly Coolers. So, if you guys are in the market for anything from Grizzly, use code WCB to save some money.
We all love saving money.
We all love saving money.
I love it.
And supports not only Victory Drive, but also Working Class Bow Hunter. Mm-hmm. And Hunting Mason-Dixon. Mm-hmm. And Tackle and Tacos. Mm-hmm. Everyone. So, same code across all platforms. Grizzly Coolers. GrizzlyCoolers.com, I think.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Probably is.
And also Huntworth. Huntworth gear. Badass clothing.
Love
badass
it.
price.
I love their stuff.
Mm-hmm. We wore it in Africa. Wore it here in Iowa.
Gonna wear it in France.
Gonna wear it in France. Great stuff. Really good stuff. So, huntworthgear.com. Use code WCB15 to save some money there. And also Patreon. That's going to get really busy here soon. So, if you guys aren't Patreon members yet, go over there, check it out. If you want to support the show even further, there's the single shot tier, which is basically the Victory Drive tip jar. I think it's $2.24 a month. And then there's the backbone, which is probably the main. It's the main one, definitely. It has the most people on it, and it's $9.95 because I feel like that's a really recurring number in infomercials. So I'm like, that's a good price. So that's how I came with that tier. It's a little bit cheaper than what Patreon said, because I also started doing stickers and stuff. I just made some stickers on Patreon that's going to get shipped out to the backbone tier. And maybe there's going to be another tier in the future with some other merch. So there's going to be a lot of changes and fun stuff happening with Patreon. And also they're going to be, a little bit more in the loop on the trailer build and all that stuff. And we're going to do some really fun stuff with that, as far as with names and everything else. So
there's going to be a lot going on there that's going to be, inclusive to Patreon. And they're whoever's on Patreon, they're going to get the first looks. They're going to get the
behind the scenes,
all the behind the scenes that, will eventually make it to the other social media platforms, but probably not in the magnitude that it will be on Patreon. And so it's just a fun place to be over there.
Yeah. So check it out. That's pretty much about it.
Enjoy the episode.
record. That's record.
Okay, Ben.
Okay,
We're on record.
good job, Ashley. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
What means record?
You can't put that in there.
Why not? Oh, Ashley.
Oh,
All right,
Jacob.
So it's been a long week.
It's been a whirlwind,
whirlwind,
to say the least. But this is on trend for us.
It is.
People tell us all the time, like, you guys are nuts.
Yeah.
Like, we know. It's fun.
But it's not impulsive nuts. We think about things.
For
Then
the
we do them.
necessary time. And sometimes the necessary time is 5 minutes. Sometimes a half hour. Sometimes a week. And
Thing
if
is-
it makes sense, why take more time than you need to think about it?
You just got to do things sometimes. Sometimes you just got to go for it. When you know it's going to be good, then you just got to go for it.
You just go.
And that's what we've been doing. I mean, the trailer definitely was not impulsive.
No.
That was an idea that we've had for a long time. And
This goes way
yeah,
back.
goes back a long ways.
I'm trying to think. I think it's been at least a year and a half since that thought first came to fruition.
Yeah.
Is that the right word?
Yeah.
That's good.
Good job.
Yeah. So about a year and a half ago, I had this thought because, well, I'm trying to think exactly when it was. I can't remember our first conversation we had with it, but basically,
either.
we were trying to have a good studio and it was being set up either in the spare bedroom. Well, it's always been set up in a spare bedroom. And then, so last September we moved. We sold our acreage, moved into town, and so we redid another room to the studio and put a lot of work into it and had these ideas and had the recliners and everything like that and liked it, but still just wasn't it. Just didn't feel it.
Well,
and then
I actually do remember when we first started talking about it because when we were living on the acreage and stuff. And I'm like, I really don't want to it's annoying getting people into our home essentially.
Yeah.
Like, and then all the way upstairs, and Charlie has to figure something out with her life, and while the podcast is going on and all that stuff. We were talking about it's like, and I did that episode with Jeremy Bond. I went to his house. I'm like, man, that's nice to just go there, go to other people a little bit. Like, that was really nice, and then we didn't have to really worry about anything. And think about that, and that was kind of like when it started, kind of clicking, where it's like, I don't know. And then we moved here, and then
yeah. So we, built a new studio here and everything like that. And it was fine. It really was. Like we put a lot of thought into it, with the recliners. I drove to bumfuck God knows where in Iowa to find this matching Lazy Boy recliner that matched the hand-me-down Lazy Boy recliner we have of your grandpa's, did all these things, but it still just wasn't it. It's still just, we're trying to get people here to Osage, Iowa. And we have, we have these guests that we'd love to podcast with, but they're not here. And, we had Josiah on the podcast, and that was wonderful. He did a long drive to come here for that podcast, and it was a wonderful episode. And that just kind of sparked it where it was like,
well, and also with that, we had that studio set up with the recliners and stuff, and then we kind of realized too, like, he brought his girlfriend.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, I can't have everyone in there because it's a really small room. And so we did it down the living room.
Yeah, because Justin was in on that podcast as well.
Yeah.
We can't cram us all in there.
Right. And that worked out great. But also with the recliners, it was a good idea. I think it was fun and it was nice. But we kind of realized after doing it, it's like a little too relaxed. Like, I want to be relaxed, but you don't want to be too relaxed while you're on a podcast.
Yeah.
And that was a little too relaxing. Like, I bring up when Matt and I recorded together, and he's like, I'm going to kick the footstool up. I'm like, no, don't do that. He's like, why? I'm like, I don't know. It's a good question, I guess. It is a recliner. So he did it. And then I was thinking too, I'm like, well, it's a little too relaxed. Not that he did anything wrong by any means, but it's like, that's almost just a little bit too relaxed. Because I don't want anyone falling asleep, and myself included. We're
still learning so much too. And so, when we first moved here, that's when we were like, okay, from episode 100, we're going to, film all the podcasts. We're going to record them and put them out there. And what a whirlwind that's been. I don't know what I don't know. And I learned I don't know a whole lot about all of that. Definitely come leaps and bounds with learning everything. So, yeah. So then the idea of, what if we had a mobile podcast?
Well, just back up real quick, because this is a frustration of, like, we want to record, we want to do these things, And then like kind of like frustrated where it's like, gosh, it's just really hard to get people to come to middle of nowhere Iowa. And I get it too. Like,
and a big thing
it's
too.
Frustrating. It's hard and stuff, but.
And a big thing too is like, you know, we have people that are willing to come, but then it's like we're trying to, you know, do schedules and, you know, where are we going to put them up at? We've got a hotel here and everything like that. Just all those things that come to it. And yeah, so, and we have so many people we want to podcast with, and they're like, yeah, if you're ever in the area, let me know. Mm-hmm. And then I think another big one was, you know, you went down to Tennessee to podcast with Greg Ritz. And
no, Illinois.
Oh, Illinois.
Yep.
I thought you went to Tennessee for that.
No, we went to Tennessee to podcast with JJ Lawhorn.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so Illinois with Greg Ritz.
Yeah,
and
Illinois with Greg Ritz.
You know, that's another one where it's like, you know, those bigger episodes like that, we want to film and everything like that. And so then, and the sound quality, and there's so much that goes into that. So yeah, you can set up in somebody's living room, but it's not the same. It's, you're trying to make everything work with what you have. And so to have everything just in an area where you can, so yeah, the mobile podcast trailer idea was born. Mm-hmm. And
I was just going to say, like, and going to other people's places and stuff, Greg Ritz worked out perfect and it looked really good. It was really cool in there, but it's like the lighting was still a little off, and Jordan was kind of like, oh man, we need to do over here and this, and it, just getting it laid out in a new place was hard too. Worked out great there. But not everywhere is going to be a super sick cabin like he had. So it's like, you know, kind of like, and then you feel like you're like a reporter or a news channel coming in and setting up and like doing a quick interview and then packing up and leaving. You still have all that set up and tear down process. And
you're still in somebody's house. You don't, you know, you don't want to feel like you're imposing or anything like that. And if they've got kids or pets and just, so yeah, the mobile
podcast.
Shut
the fucking kid up.
Trailer
podcast
idea was born. And so yeah, that was a year and a half at least ago, maybe more. And over that time, you know, just it kept coming up. It's like, yeah, one day that'd be great. One day, someday. And then it just kind of got to the point where we started really looking into it. And we went to a lot of, so we're like, you know, you do a trailer? Do you do a camper? What does this look like? And I think we kind of looked at all the options. We went to a couple different lots and looked at ice fishing.
Yeah. Which
rig.
Was sick. But
it was awesome. But we kept going in these and thinking, like, in my mind, what I was envisioning, I'm like, I don't want a camper that you can podcast in. Right. I want a studio. I want it to look slick. I want it to look good. I want it to look professional. I want all those things. I don't want, like, yeah, look at our cool camper. Now post up at the table and here's a mic. You know, I didn't want that. And so then we started looking at trailers that we could redo ourselves. And so I think we were in Independence, Iowa. And we went to this lot. We looked online. They were having a special on the size. And, you know, that was the other thing. It's like, okay, if it's an empty trailer, like, what size do we need? How do we do this? And so we're looking at these empty trailers and, you know, thinking about all the resources that, you know, we're blessed to have with friends and family that have those skill sets to help us, you know, redo this empty trailer into what we need it to be. And so we're looking around this lot. We're looking at this one. It's on special. And I mean, the price for what it was a used trailer. That's what it was. And it's just an empty shell.
In the lot?
Yeah.
It was a brand new trailer.
Oh, was it new?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay,
the one that we went and stood in and stuff. Yeah, that was brand new. But we looked at some other ones that were used.
Yeah. And so one thing I noticed, and so we were going around with all the ideas, and then I'm doing all the research online. We both are. And then we kind of stumbled across like custom made trailers. And I know there was one specifically we really looked at in Colorado. Yeah. And they were awesome.
They were fucking sweet.
But they were so expensive.
I'm talking like, I think the ones we were looking at,
40, 50
on the cheaper end.
Yeah. It was out of reach. It's just like, well, maybe that's not the way it goes. So then we're still looking at the lots. And one thing I noticed at the lot was I was looking at all the trailer plates. They were all like Tennessee, Georgia. It was all these southern states. And so then I go back to the interwebs and I'm searching, and I find through my research that a lot of manufacturers of trailers are done in the South. And so, and the prices reflected that.
I don't know why.
I don't
weird.
either.
It's a weird niche to have in the South where it's like we make all the trailers and us Northerners just buy the trailers and have them shipped up here. And then, so you're talking like we were finding trailers up north and for a new trailer that came from like Tennessee or Georgia, you're talking, what was that one in Independence? It was on sale and I think it was it was like, maybe it was like, what was it? What was it? 14?
No.
12?
I think we were looking at like 10 to 12.
Yeah.
For a brand new, for the size we wanted.
$1,000.
Yes.
You okay?
Yeah. Just went down the wrong tube. I can't see you now. I can't breathe.
Oh my gosh. You're blind and
I know.
mute now. You're almost Helen Keller.
Almost. Yeah. They were like, I want to say like the brand new ones. Yeah. I think we're around 10 to 12 for the size we wanted. And so then I start researching. I'm like, okay, so.
But real quick, that wasn't even the size we wanted.
Yeah.
The one we looked at Independence was a
too short.
6.5 foot ceiling.
Yeah.
And it was 20 foot long. And it was only, was it 7 feet wide.
Yeah, that sounds right. Like none of the measurements were
20.
right. It was like.
So we're like, it's just a little too small.
Yeah.
Because I'm 6'1.5", and I was almost touching the ceiling with my head. I'm like, this isn't.
That's not comfortable. That's not the vibe.
Well, and after we put insulation stuff in there, it's going to drop the ceiling down a little bit. And we're like, this is not going to work.
Yeah. So then I start researching. I'm like, okay, my first thought was we'll get an empty trailer from the South because they're cheaper. And, we already we travel all over anyways when there's a good reason for it. And that'd be a great reason. And then I found the company we ended up getting it from, Boss Cargo Trailer, and they do custom trailers and they literally will do whatever you want.
Yeah.
And so I found this online and, we're going over it together and you custom build it, put whatever you want in it, whatever colors, whatever you want.
Down to the wheels, tires,
everything.
The fucking bathroom, shower, if you are making a damn, food truck and everything.
Yes.
They do all sorts of stuff.
They're just like, yeah, here's basically like a whiteboard, draw, like, what do you want? And so we knew about this for a couple months, at least a few months. And we'd go on there and we'd like kind of play around on it and build it.
Probably like 5 or 6 trailers.
What?
We built out probably like 5 or 6 different trailers. Yes. Like, I don't know.
Yeah. Is now the time? When should we do this? And then, yeah, finally we sat down. We're like, we should do this. We should do this now. Why not? And so then we sat down, we actually built it, got a hold of the salesman, went over all the specs. When was this? Gosh, we should know what month we did this in. It was winter.
It would have been tail end of winter. I want to say January.
I was thinking like December, January time frame.
I want to say it's January when we sat down and we were just like, let's do this. And then it still took us like another week or so to actually do it. But we're like, let's do this. And we're like, fuck. It's still kind of like intimidating.
Very. And then we had to ask all our friends that know more about certain things. Like, what brakes should we get? It's asking us about the brakes. I remember asking Justin, like, what brake system should we get on this?
Yeah.
And, just all those specs. So we definitely, really thought about every little inch of that trailer and then got a hold of the salesman. And, he's just a good old Southern boy in Georgia and just very chill about it. Like, yeah. And I'm like, okay, well, what about this? Can I do this to it? Yep. And then we put in the order for it. I was like, holy shit, we're doing this. It is happening. This is our dream coming true. And we got the time frame. We're like, and it's because it's being built. It's not made yet. And so, let's see, January, February, March, April, May, June. So yeah, about 5 months. That sounds about right. I think it was like maybe end of January when we ordered it. Because
we didn't want to get it in the winter, obviously.
Right. And so
you can't do anything, do it anyway. So
we kind of had a time frame. The guy we were working with down there, he had, kind of given us a time frame, and I had it marked on our shared calendar, our app, Georgia ? And that was just kind of the time frame we always went by. But he told us, he's like, this could be very far off. It just depends. Like, that's just a ballpark date that this could be done. We're like, okay, sounds good. And so then I after, a while, I asked for an update on it, and he gave me one like, oh, this is what they're doing to it. I don't know what he was talking about. I'm like, cool, it's not done. That's all I needed to know, basically. And then I got another update from him, and I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Like, how long does that typically take? He's like, a week or a couple or something like that. I was like, oh shit. So we could possibly, that tentative weekend we had marked down, that could be the weekend it's done, and we need to go down to Georgia. So turns out, not even a week. I can just say Thursday. Yeah. On Thursday, I was at the gym working out, and I got a phone call from him, and I answered it. I was like, hello, and he's like, hey, sent you some pictures. I was like, oh, like I haven't seen him. And he's like, yeah. And I was like, is it done? He's like, yeah, it is. I was like, oh my gosh. So I look at the pictures, and I'm squealing in the gym like a little schoolgirl and super excited. And then I leave the gym. I go straight to OMU, and I call Jacob. I'm like, are you in the office? He's like, yeah. I'm like, come outside right now. And he comes out, and show him the pictures. I was like, it's done. And so we're like, holy shit, we're super excited and everything. And then I'm like, we need to go get it. And we look at the calendar, and like, it's Thursday, and we look, so we had this past weekend open.
We left it open because it was a tentative, so we left it open on purpose just in case. And literally every other weekend after this is filled
until August. So
we're like, fuck, we gotta go.
Yes.
So
next weekend's the shoot, and then I work like the next 4 weekends, and then there was something after that, and then it was France. We're like, holy shit, if we don't go get it literally this weekend, we cannot pick it up till August, because we can't go down during the week. No. Work and everything else. So we're like, holy shit. And we're like, how are we going to make this work? Because when we say Georgia, we basically mean Florida.
It was all the way down there.
Florida, Georgia line. It was down there.
We didn't need them, but we were there.
By GPS, it was 18 hours. And we all know you've got to add on your fuel stops.
Well, we know this
potty breaks.
When I was stationed in El Paso and on leave and stuff. I think from El Paso to Iowa, it's right around the same. I want to say it's a little bit longer. I want to say by GPS, I think it's like 19 hours. And the shortest I ever made it was 21 or 22 hours.
We know how those long hauls go.
Cruising without taking very many breaks and stuff. So those long hauls, you got to add on a few hours, and it took us all. Well, and here's
the kicker too. So not only is it, you're looking at basically 20+ hour trip. We have to drive through Cedar Rapids, no big deal, and then we hit St. Louis, and then we hit Nashville, and then we hit Atlanta. You had to drive through all these major cities. Way there, not that bad.
Because it's just our truck.
Yes. And so that was the thing. So yeah, back up a second.
And we hit all those cities pretty much in the nighttime. Besides St. Louis, I think we went through during the day.
Yeah, but that wasn't that bad.
No.
So back up though. So it's Thursday. We get home, in the evening and everything like that. And we're like, what are we doing? Are we doing this? We have to. How are we going to make this work? We have to be. Sunday's Father's Day. We have Father's Day plans. Like, how the hell are we going to make this work? Like, there's physically only 24 hours in a day. It's going to take us that long probably to drive there. And then another one to drive back, if not longer. So we're trying to crunch the numbers. We went as far as I was looking at flights. I'm like, we could just fly down there, rent a truck, hook it up, drive back. Because the flight there, it was like, 4 hours? Mm-hmm. Maybe a little more. But it wasn't bad at all. And there was direct flights and everything like that. And I actually found one, and it wasn't bad. And first I found one that was $77. I was like, shit, I call you. I'm like, let's do it. It was for the next Friday. I was so pissed. And so then I looked at the one, it was, of course, like $200 more. But still, like, okay, you estimate, time and gas and everything like that. And so then I'm like, I find a flight. I'm like, yep, this will work. And so then I start trying to find a vehicle we can rent. A truck we can rent. A truck we can rent to pull a trailer.
A truck that we can rent to pull the trailer that can actually pull a trailer, not
a
fucking Dakota,
And that they don't mind that because, if you've rented vehicles before, if you have to drop it off in a different place and you picked it up, especially a different state, oh my gosh. So I only found one company that would do it, that we could pick it up from the Atlanta area if we flew into Atlanta. And I think it was like a mere $1,400. It's like, well, you do that with flights. That's not fucking worth it.
Because then at that point, you might as well just have them deliver it here.
Yes. So, and that was always an option too for delivery.
Yeah.
But we never planned on that because we're like, we'll just drive down there and get it.
Well, I think delivery was
a lot.
Was a few grand.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, so you're talking $2,000+ to
like,
have delivered. So we could do that, sure. Then we were calculating. I was like, if we drive down there and drive back, we can do it with
like no big deal.
Like under $1,000.
Yeah.
So way
just
cheaper.
makes sense.
Way cheaper.
So yeah, we're sitting at home Thursday night. We're like, holy shit! Like I'm sitting there on a scratch piece of paper. Like if we leave at this time and we drive straight through and we just take breaks and we literally turn right back around, we could be back Sunday by Father's Day plans at 3. Mm-hmm. Could be. Will we? I don't know.
I don't know.
So yeah, we decide we packed the dog up and you took a half day at work. Thankfully, you were able to do. If you wouldn't have been able to do that, it wouldn't have worked. And we start hossing down there.
Well, it would have worked. Just we would have missed Father's Day.
Yeah,
by a long shot.
Yeah. So we start heading down there, and we're just taking turns sleeping and driving and drive through all the major cities, and end up getting there. So we leave Friday at 1 p.m. and we drove straight through. We get there Saturday. Was it 11? Maybe close to noon.
Yeah, because we had lunch afterwards. So yeah. Yep.
Get there, we're very weathered, if that's what you want to call it.
Not war torn, road torn.
Yeah.
Just some road dogs. We were well seasoned.
We hadn't left we were eating fast food on the way. We were just like driving the whole way, like just get there. And so we pick it up. We're super excited. And then we go and we like barely take it all in because the sales guy's there on his day off, so we can pick it up from the lot. So then we go into the town and there's a, what's that supermarket like Hy-Vee where we parked?
Oh,
they're super popular down there.
Yeah. What is that fucking place called? Not a Savers.
Oh my gosh. Well, that's going to drive me nuts.
Well, I can't remember. What the hell?
Doesn't matter.
It's like a Savers, though.
It's like a Hy-Vee, yeah.
Hy-Vee.
So we find this parking lot. And so we get the trailer. And in the inside, it's exactly what we imagined. It's the space we wanted. It's the height. But the outside of it.
The bathroom is beautiful.
Yes.
It was great. It was perfect. It was literally perfect. Like they did a great job. It was perfect.
And then we look at the outside. Oh, shit. We're like, this bitch is big.
Significantly bigger than what I imagined on the outside being.
Big.
Yeah.
Jacob looks small next to it.
It's big. And we just have this Ford F-150. And it's like, shit. And we hooked it up and I was cranking it down. And it just kept going and going and going. And then we had to get a block and all this shit. So I'm like, fuck. And then it barely cleared. Like we had the plumbing, the drain coming out the side. We had, I think, 3 inches maybe of clearance. Mm-hmm. Just sitting there on level ground. I'm like, fuck, this is going to be scraping the whole way back and it's going to get destroyed. It's very nerve-wracking. It didn't, but I was very nerved up about it. I'm like, anyways.
So yeah, the outside of it, it's just massive. It's
big as shit.
Don't get me wrong. It's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
It's more than I imagined. It's going to look so awesome driving down the road. It's more than we could imagine, but it was big. We're like, holy shit. Now we have to do exactly what we just did. We're just going to turn right around and go do it again. With this giant ass trailer. So
it's so ridiculous. Like, think about it now. Because it's like, obviously in hindsight, we would have bought a bigger truck right from the rip. But, that's a story to be told later, I guess. But it's just one of those things where we're looking at it like, oh, fuck. Now we have to drive back with this thing. And I've driven trucks with trailers a lot. And it's not that big of a deal. But we weren't super set up for success. Like the whole way back, nerve-wracking is super low clearance. Mm-hmm. And the truck, I'm like, I know the truck can pull it. I know it can physically pull it just fine. But I'm like, fucking, what about all the bumps and dips and through the cities with this fucking giant trailer. I'm like, this is going to be a task.
Publix. Gosh.
Publix, there you go.
So we drive out of the lot. We're shitting bricks. We're sleep deprived. Our hair is crazy. We look a mess, and we're like, this thing's huge. And we're like, we just need to find somewhere to go park it so we can take this all in and figure out our life and eat a meal. Because we hadn't eaten either. Like we were barely stopping for. We were just going.
A McDouble and a McChicken on the way there.
At 2 in the morning.
Yeah, 2 in the morning.
That was the last time we had eaten. And it's like noon the next day.
Yeah.
So we go to this Publix parking lot. We park. We look ridiculous.
Well, first of all, we don't park. We're driving in there. And the way to get in this Publix parking lot was like through this weird little turn off. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't know if I can make this turn with this trailer. Like there's cars that were parked like at the stoplight too far. Luckily they went and we were able to make a turn, but we're sitting right next to this damn No Kings protest.
Yeah.
There's some ladies out there protesting Donald Trump, saying like, you know, no kings, like fuck whatever they're doing. Like it's a whole nationwide thing. There was like 10 people there.
It was pathetic.
It was pathetic. But then we're like, what the fuck? Make the turn, get in there, and we're parked there, and there's cops all over this Publix.
Yeah.
Which is very bizarre.
And I'm just staring
cops all over the Publix.
It was so funny. And there's a Longhorn Steakhouse right there. I was like, yes, we're going to get to-go food, a good, solid meal. And I'm like, we just need to chill for a bit. Like, we just need to chill. We just drove like 20 hours. Like, so we get our food. We watch the cops deal with the little protest crowd, if that's even what you want to call it. Go into Publix, get a couple supplies. We're like, all right, here we go. We're going to do it again. We're going to turn around and go right back.
We did.
We did.
I guess we don't have to spare you all the details on what. Did anything really crazy happen on the way back? Well, it was on the way back or the way there that we saw those lot lizards?
Oh, the way there.
Was it the way there?
That was wild.
Yeah.
That was in good old Kentucky, my old home state.
Yeah, just outside. It is just outside of Fort Campbell.
That was so. We pull up to the gas pump. Thank you. And a vehicle pulls up, or was it a vehicle?
No,
they came out of the darkness.
They came out of the night.
Yeah, they did.
They came out of the night. Ladies of the night, from the night sky, just coming out. Imagine we're out here pumping gas, nice and lit up. Then from the edge of the darkness, these two ladies come walking up, swerving around on their feet, swerving. And I'm like, what the hell? They're walking right to me. I'm pumping gas. I'm like, what the fuck? And they're walking up. I'm like, one is like paper thin, the other one is like whatever. And they're walking, they're picking up trash and like throwing it. Like, what the hell's going on? They walk right past me. I'm like, oh, geez, not a tooth in their face.
No.
Not a single tooth left. I'm like, geez. They walk out, they get in the gas, they go into the gas station, and we're laughing about it. Like, oh my gosh, lot lizards, that's crazy.
Well, okay, so ladies is a very nice term to call them, in my opinion. Yeah, sure. So this gas station has a McDonald's attached to it. So yeah, the one is like 70 pounds soaking wet, maybe. No teeth, like neither of them. Like rough looking gals.
The other one's maybe $1.20.
Yeah. And so whatever, we get our little like, we look at each other and we're like, oh, wow.
Yeah.
And we move on with our lives. We go through the McDonald's drive-thru.
But I go in to get some, like, go inside.
Oh, yeah.
And I seen them at the front desk. And I think I bought a candy bar or something like that. But I paid for whatever I was paying for. And they're up there and they bought Lucky Strike cigarettes. And they were acting kind of weird out there. And they walked out. I'm like, gosh, dang. Fucking weird. So then we go back out. We're kind of playing this McDonald's run.
We're like, do we do it? Should we do it? Should we be bad? Should we get McDonald's? So we go, we get in the drive-thru for it. We fucking sit there for 15 minutes. Nobody's moving. We're like, seriously? Like, and by that time we're committed. We're hungry. We want McDonald's. It's 2 a.m. We're in bumfuck Kentucky. And so anyways, we get up to the drive-thru. Then Jacob's got his heart set on this s'mores McFlurry that looked so good. And guess what?
Ice cream machine is down.
Bullshit.
I think they're just lazy as fuck.
You can't tell me a $1 billion industry has all these broken ass ice cream machines.
It's crazy. It's a pandemic.
It's ridiculous. Anyways, so the funniest part though was we posted a video of it. And you can hear it in there, but I'm like ordering it all because I'm driving, and I asked for the s'mores McFlurry, and she's like, "Did you say a lemonade?" I'm like, "A s'mores McFlurry." She's like, oh, our ice cream machine's broken right now.
Bullshit.
And I'm like, yeah, you're right. I would prefer a lemonade over a McFlurry.
Fucking weirdo.
Anyways, so then it's like a little loop around. It's not where you go to like the back of the building. It's just like it's like a little horseshoe where the drive-thru is on the side of the gas station. So we pull up, we pay, and she's like telling us to go pull ahead so we can wait longer. And so we pull up, and all of a sudden, those ladies of the night, they're back in the parking lot, and they come out of the darkness again, but they're both linked up with a couple gentlemen.
Uh-huh.
Arm in arm, giggling.
Also some very sketchy looking gentlemen.
Yes, coming from the truck lot
truckers.
area.
Obviously truckers.
And we're like,
But
oh
fucking
my gosh.
They got them sweet tooth thin to fucking buy them some sweet treats at McDonald's, but not ice cream because it's down. But they did something to get some McDonald's.
They headed straight to the shower area. That's where they went.
No, I think they went into the McDonald's doors. I think they're just getting some snacks, trying to get energized before their activities.
Gross. So disgusting.
It was fucking gross. My first time ever seeing actual legitimate lot lizards.
That is mine. Well,
Like
no,
100%.
you guys saw the one when you went to Idaho.
Yeah, but Brittany doesn't really count because
you know her name, Brittany.
Brittany doesn't really count because we were outside the truck stop and filling up our water jugs with faucet water, like just
Yeah, but that's where
hose
she
water.
was.
Yeah, she's out back, but she was classier. Brittany was classier. And she didn't legitimately come from the lot, where the truckers are at. And where we were at was just a gas station. It wasn't a truck stop. This was a truck stop. And
So she was just a hoe.
She's just a hoe.
Just a hoe.
Just a prostitute.
hoe
Just a
doing her
general,
thing.
a regular ass prostitute, I think.
Yeah.
And these were legitimate lot lizards. They were just hopping from cabin to cabin, I believe.
I don't know why I expected, like, I've overanalyzed this since then. I didn't expect them to be that bad.
That's 100% what I expected.
I honestly think I watch way too many soft white underbelly prostitute interviews, and there's some, they're working Skid Row and like all the prostitution streets in Vegas and LA and whatever else.
Yeah.
And some of them a lot of them are so pretty. They truly are beautiful women.
Because they're legitimate, just like prostitutes.
So
that's their job.
I think I had this image of my mind of what prostitutes look like, and then these gals came out.
You gotta realize. Yeah, I think the thing you gotta realize is that there's a difference between a lot lizard and a prostitute. Like lot lizards, they're not doing it for. It's not like their business. Like prostitutes, like that's their business. Like they're workers. Lot lizards, they're there. They're just trying to survive.
Yeah.
They're scratching and clawing, trying to get some McDonald's in the middle of the night at 2 a.m. from some boys in their trucks.
I only remember the one. He was young.
He looked young, but he looked rough.
Yes.
Lived a full life already.
Yeah.
But that's the difference between the two. Like they're not the same.
No.
One's a legitimate like business decision. This is not a business decision. This is I need to survive and I need to do what I need to do to survive, and that's involves truckers in 2 in the morning.
They were all messing around.
So,
makes me just want
it's
to
crazy.
I want to just ride in a semi truck and go park at like the worst slots. I just want to watch it.
Yeah.
Like I just want to see them come out. Like I want to analyze it.
You want them to approach you and be like, "What can I do for you, honey?"
Who was it who was telling a story since this happened? I can't remember now. But husband and wife they trucked on the road for many, many years. And the wife would always handle the lot lizards. And she was pretty brutal about it.
I don't know who that was.
I can't remember now who was telling me this. Anyways.
I don't know. I have an uncle. He used to truck quite a bit. He'd tell me some stories. Not of him personally, but just of them like approaching him and stuff like that. But I'm not saying he didn't partake. He probably did. But
if you're
he
out
would tell
there,
us the stories of like the old lot lizards. He's like, "Yup, it's real." He tells like, ugh.
Lot lizard is a very good name. After I've witnessed that, it's like, that's
just
a good
slinking
name.
around out there, just slinking.
Well, yeah, and they only weigh 70 pounds because of all the meth.
Being lizards about it.
Yeah.
Just slinking around, trying to have some fun.
It's wild.
Ugh, yeah, wild. But anyways, that was on the way there. But on the way back, nothing really crazy happened on the way back, did it? We just kind of drove all night.
Atlanta sucked.
Yeah, it sucked. But I think I drove, I was trying to make it through St. Louis at nighttime. I just couldn't do it. I just got too tired.
Stopped over at a truck stop for a good 3-hour nap.
Power nap. And then
I felt so bad out because I was done. I was like, whenever we drive anywhere together, like we'll take turns and, nap and whatever else. But for the most part, both of us stay awake and just try to keep, entertain each other. We talk and come up with our ideas. Which is bullshit
because I'm like, when I'm driving, I want you sleeping. So then you're more ready to go when I sleep.
Well, and the way down, that was fine. Once we switched, you slept and I was still good. And I drove us pretty much the rest of the way there. But yeah, the way back, I got whooped and I was just like trying to stay awake. And so I just like kept begging you, like, can we please just pull over and we'll both nap? And you're like, I don't want to do it till nighttime. Well, yeah,
because it's noon. And I'm like, no, we got to make hay when the sun's shining.
It was later than noon.
Like, I'm fucking recharged. The sun's recharging me. I'm ready to rock. I'm going to go until I can't go. Because when we stop, I want to go to sleep like right now.
Yeah.
I don't want to fucking try to make myself go to sleep and do all that bullshit because we're on limited time. When my eyes are closed, I want to be sleeping.
Yeah.
And then actually rest up.
You were a trooper about it because I just remember it started getting dark and I'm like, so we'd already been driving, 7-8 hours.
Yeah.
On the way back, like we literally turned around and just started driving back. Like we didn't go to a hotel. We didn't do any of that. We just turned around and started driving back. And I remember I started going down and the next thing I know, I'm waking up and we're parked and it was hot in the truck.
So I shut the truck off.
And I'm like looking around and we're at a truck stop and you're sleeping and Lagatha's sleeping in the back. And I'm like, oh my gosh, we pulled over. I'm like, I don't remember any of that. I was totally out of it.
It's crazy because the roads were atrocious. I'm like, how is she sleeping through this? Her head's just bouncing off the fucking seat the whole time. Like, how is she still asleep? This is insane.
I was done. I was whooped.
Yeah.
So yeah, we pulled over and got that nap. And then the sun was out again. It was Sunday at this point. So we left Friday. It's Sunday.
We're recharged, ready to rock again.
Then we hossed it back and our goal was to make it back. Family had plans at 3:00 on Sunday and we pulled in at 2:59 to our house.
I was honestly like,
that was wild.
And Justine called it. She posted, she commented on the TikTok and she's like, you guys better be back by 3 and rolled in at 2:59. Like, holy shit.
We did it.
And thank God I drove like that far into the night because I'm like, I don't know if I would have pulled over and stopped earlier or something like that. It's like, we planned it. We didn't plan it.
No, it just worked out perfectly.
It just worked out crazy perfect. I'm like, holy shit.
That was one of those rash decisions that we only needed 5-10 minutes to think about it. This weekend's open. What are we going to sit here and do? Be like, oh, it's going to be really hard and a really long drive. Like we could have done that. Or we could have just decided in 5 minutes like we did. Like, yep, we're going to go do it. And then we went and did it. And now we have this beautiful, amazing.
It's fucking badass.
Oh, it's so sick. Great.
But we did realize in the drive back, we're like, we need to get a bigger truck.
And the crazy thing is, so we purchased this truck 3 months ago because we were getting this trailer.
Yeah. Well, our other truck is a Ford F-150 as well. And we towed some shit with it. And it's like, it worked great. And this one in the truck, this F-150 we bought has a better towing capacity. It's a nice ass truck.
Oh, yeah.
It's a really, really nice truck.
We did need an upgrade.
We did need an upgrade. So we're just like thinking like, I don't know, towing capacity says it's this and this trailer shouldn't be more than this, so we should be good. And then just realizing obviously this is going to be speaking the fucking choir here. Like people are going to be like, oh, no shit, dumbass. But it's like the size of the trailer is a big factor. And we just realized like in order to drive this thing all the way, like tow this thing around the country that we want to do and do these awesome podcasts with amazing guests and all this stuff, like really, really see this thing through. It's like we want to be able to tow it a little bit easier.
Yeah.
And it's still an F-150 on an F-150 frame. And it's like, we're going to be blowing out fucking rear suspensions and stuff left and right. It's like, it's going to cause a lot of issues with that truck. Or we can, because we got a really, really good deal on the truck. First of all, we got a very good deal on it. So it's like, we bought that truck and it's like, or we trade it in for basically what we paid for it while it's still worth that, and not piss around and just upgrade while we can. Otherwise, we wait a few months or, whatever else, and we're not going to be, the value is not going to be there for that truck. So it's not going to make sense. Because
the purchase of this truck wasn't a rash one. I hate vehicle shopping with a passion, and paid off vehicle is the best vehicle. And we had our truck for, gosh, how many years? 4, 5?
No, 6 or 7.
A lot of years.
We had it paid off. It was a paid off truck. We paid it off in, I think, 4 years.
Yeah.
It paid off in 4 years, and then we had it paid off for a few years after that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it was a solid truck. It was a great truck.
It was, but it started making some noises, and so we're like, we already knew we need to upgrade.
It wasn't going to be a cross country machine.
No.
So.
Well, no, even before the trailer though, we kind of knew that day was going to be approaching.
Yeah.
And so then we started shopping around, and we had, then we decided we're going to buy the trailer. We're like, okay, we need to get a new truck. So we shopped around for 2 months?
And our old truck, let me say this, had almost 200,000 miles on it.
Yeah.
So we drove the shit out of it.
Yeah, we did.
We took it everywhere.
We bought it with maybe 100.
Not even. It was like 96. is the newest, nicest truck I've ever owned in my life. I'm like, I've only ever had vehicles. I had one vehicle under 100,000 once, and it was a little shitty car, so that doesn't really count. But yeah, this is the first major vehicle I've had that was under 100,000. Otherwise, I've only ever driven cars, like vehicles well over 100,000 miles on it, on the odometer. So it's like, that was a big deal. And I think it had like 96 or something on it. And
we took it on so many adventures, but we knew an upgrade was coming. And so then when we decided we were going to purchase this trailer, like, okay, we need to shop for trucks. And we shopped and we shopped and we shopped. And we were not going to, be rushed in that decision. We're like, we have time on our side. This trailer isn't even built yet. And so we really did wait, and we found a hell of a deal. We drove to freaking
Minnesota.
Yeah.
Northern, it was like mid Minnesota.
Yeah, we
it
was a haul for
away.
it, but because it was such a good deal, and it was a great purchase. It was a smart purchase, and it's showing that it still was, because today there was I had an eye appointment down in Des Moines. That's why I can't see. That's why I had sunglasses on, and so there was one dealership where, what do they do? They like give you an evaluation. You put in your VIN number or whatever.
Yeah. Well,
and the trade-in that they'll give you is over. It was like, what, 1,000 over what we paid.
Yeah. So
and we're like, oh shit. Okay. So, and they had one truck we wanted to look at.
It just came in. It was a new arrival.
Yeah. Wasn't even detailed yet.
Wasn't even detailed.
It's from Canada.
Yeah. He's like, I don't even know if we have that truck in yet. And he's like, oh, no, my manager just drove it not too long ago. So it's definitely in here, but it's not detailed or anything like that. We're like, it's fine. We just want to look at it. We test drove it. It's a great truck. It'll definitely work for what we needed to do. And it's one of those things where it's like, we have to see. I don't know. We don't need a new, different truck right now, but we will need it very, very soon. So it's like, and we want to do it while our current truck still has some value on it. So we kind of want to get it done, but at the same time, it's like, we're not going to rush into that decision either. We want to make sure it's the right truck, and it's going to be a truck that we can drive around for a long time.
Yeah.
Essentially, we want it to last for a long time, because we're going to be driving it fucking everywhere.
Yeah. Big plans. So yeah, we didn't make a rash decision today. We left Des Moines without a new truck, but we might go back and get that one. So
we'll see.
As far as the trailer goes, so definitely going to do a tour video of it. So right now,
real quick, yes. Before we get off the truck thing,
what?
We got to talk about them. We went to this. So while Ashley was getting her eyes dilated and shit and getting all scanned out and stuff like that, I had way too much time in that waiting room waiting for her.
Oh, my eye appointment took like 3 hours.
Just scouring dealerships while I'm sitting there in the area. There's one dealership, I think it's called Schottenkirk, and it was over there, and it had a couple like really nice trucks for like a pretty decent price. I'm like, hell yeah! I'm like, sweet. It's not that far away. We need to go over there and check that place out. There's like 3 or 4 trucks I'd really like to look at, and we drive in there and driving around. I'm like, I don't see these trucks. I don't see any of the trucks I saw online. Like, what the fuck? Driving around. I'm like, whatever.
Can't see.
Ashley can't see. She's Ray Charles in the passenger seat over here. So I'm driving around. I'm like, fuck it. Let's just go inside. We walk inside. She's like blind person walking in the door with her sunglasses on inside. I walk inside and the door guy, he's like, oh, what can I help you with? I'm like, I just want to look at some of these used trucks I found online. Like, okay, yeah. Looks like Bob over there. He's over there. So ask him. Like, okay. Walk up there, and right when I walk in the door, this receptionist is sitting there, and she's got like her tits out, and she's like, "Oh, what can I help you with?" I'm like, "I don't think you can help me with anything." And then I look at Bob. I'm like, "Hey, I want to look at some of these used trucks that you guys have on the internet." He looks at me. He's like, Arnie, come over here. Come here. Yeah, he'll take care of you guys. I'm like, all right, thanks, Bob. You fat fuck. He's just sitting out there with his belly hanging out. I don't know what he's doing, schmoozing the fucking receptionist or something like that.
And this is a big dealership too. This isn't like some weird like Marco's Auto Shop. Like this was a dealership, the big bougie ones.
Real one. And I'm looking over there. I'm like, what the hell? And this child comes walking up with a little pencil stash and a weird like
broccoli
permed half broccoli cut into a mullet thing. Comes running up to us and shaking our hands like, what can I help you? You guys want some popcorn? You want some water? Want some pop or something like that? I'm like, no, I just want to look at these used trucks I found. He's like, okay, yeah, no problem. Yeah, sounds good. Are you sure you don't want anything? I'm like, no, dude, I just want to look at these trucks. Like, where can I find these? I was trying to show him on my phone, like the trucks. He had nothing to do with it.
You want to come sit in my office? Driver's license? You test drive?
Yeah. Do you want to test drive any of them? I'm like, I want to look at them. And he's like, yeah, okay. I'm like, where are your used trucks at? He's like, right over there. I'm like, okay. And we're getting ready to leave. He's like, you want me to come with you? I'm like, no. And I walk out. I'm like, what the fuck? And Ashley's like, you should have had him come with us. I'm like, no. I'm not gonna deal with this coked out college kid while I'm trying to look for these trucks. And then we drive back over the used truck area, and I'm like not seeing these trucks anymore. I'm like, fuck, I need to relook at these listings. And then like very small print underneath them was the lots they were in, and they were nowhere near
cities
where we were
away.
at. They were fucking miles and miles apart. I'm like, all right, well, this is misleading. Fuck you guys. And that was crazy. That was a crazy, weird thing. The whole vibe in that dealership threw me for a loop. It was wild.
Jacob's crash out after we walked out of there and got back in the truck, and he had to imitate everything that just happened, had me dying of laughter. It was just like, and what the fuck, this Arnie kid is just up here just like, da-da-da-da, and you got fucking Fat Bob with his tattoo sleeve hitting on the receptionist. Like, what was that?
Yeah.
It was hilarious. It was pretty
crazy.
wild. And all the meantime, I'm in there looking like an idiot with sunglasses on inside, like kind of hanging on to Jacob's
being
arm
led around.
I can't see anything. And I'm just like, what is happening?
Listen here, Bob. I have a disabled lady with me. All right, show me where your used trucks are at, buddy. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous.
Funny. And
it was
Arnie
crazy.
came up.
I'm never going there again.
Arnie came up the rest of the day. That fucking Arnie kid.
Yeah, I bet you guys asked you by Bob.
Yeah, I was like, you let them leave the lot or whatever.
You wanted to buy something.
No, he was. He even did I told Jacob, he did the handshake with me, like where you take, like if you reach your hand out to shake my hand and then I take both my hands and put them over your hand and I'm like aggressively shaking it, like, and almost like a half bow, like, oh yes, hi, nice to meet you. Like he was so leveled up on everything, and he was like, yeah, popcorn, pop. Well, you want to test drive? I need your driver's license. Come sit in my office.
Like bitch, I don't even have a
my
truck.
Cubicle.
I haven't even looked at a single one of your vehicles. Why am I going to give you my driver's license when we don't even know what we want to test drive, buddy?
Yeah, it was wild.
We haven't seen the used trucks yet. We haven't seen the trucks we came here to look at that were not here. There's one in like Bettendorf or something like that. I'm like, that's too far away. I'm not going down to the Quad Cities to buy this truck. I'm in Des Moines, dumbass.
What if Arnie got fired right after we left there? Bob was just
he needs to find a different job. Arnie needs to go be a bartender somewhere.
I was going to say, he needs to be a bar back.
Yeah, bar back.
He looked like a bar back.
dude, I don't know if he's
with a polo on.
I don't know if he took one too many Adderall before he came in today or what, but I'm like, this is crazy.
It was a lot. Like, because, we walked up to the double doors and you've got a salesman outside holding the door open, like telling us where to go. And you walk in and instantly it's just like, holy shit.
So then I call Ryan back from Deary.
What a great guy.
I'm like, all right, he's super chill. I'm going to call him back and look at this truck that isn't even really out yet.
There's no pictures
Chill
online.
as hell. Gets the truck out for us, sits in the back seat. We take it for a little test drive.
Google some stuff for us.
Yeah. Yep. Just answering all the questions that we had. Nothing less, nothing more. Easy peasy. That's what I like.
He was great. And I truly think he's probably a salesman that doesn't get commission per vehicle. He gets a salary.
Yeah, I think so. He acted like he was
he's like,
hey, I'm here. I'm here for you. I want to make these sales. I want to make your day better and sell you a vehicle. But at the same time, like, I'm not going to like chase you through the lot and throw popcorn and pop at you. I'm not gonna do that.
He's sitting out there with a bag, just chucking popcorn, like,
eat my popcorn.
Come back! I have Dr. Pepper too.
You fucking assholes! I brought you Dr. Pepper.
Bob's just yelling at him.
Already told you suck. You're the worst. You little fuck.
Oh,
you learned nothing.
It's so funny.
It's crazy. It was wild. It was fun though.
I laughed a lot. My cheeks hurt.
That's pretty much where we're at. Now now the real work starts in the trailer though. Now we're gonna be busier and fuck trying to get the trailer all done up and made into a studio now, because right now it's just a shell. It's a beautiful shell.
It's a big
shell. beautiful amazing shell, but we have nothing in it besides the bathroom.
Yeah, a lot of people were confused because they're like, oh, I thought like when you said you were having a trailer custom built that it was done. I'm like, okay, hang on, stop. It's not a trailer right now. It is like half a camper. So the trailer is what we customized on it was the size and the colors and all of that. But on the inside, it is insulated. It has ceiling. We picked out all the lighting for it. It has AC. It has heat. It has a bathroom in it. It has flooring. It has all the outlets. It has all of that.
But it's still just a shell.
But the studio part, I don't want anybody else to do that.
No. What would I tell him? Like some good old boy from Georgia, like, yeah, how do you even do that? You don't do that.
You can't.
You don't do that.
You can't. So yeah, this is where we put in, all the customization for it, like what we want on the walls, the podcast table, the equipment, the personalization of it, the decals on the outside, like all the things that it's going to make it Victory Drive podcast mobile podcast trailer.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing now, and it's super exciting
because we have all sorts of stuff. Like we got
so many ideas.
Justin, our very good friend Justin Trees, he's been on the podcast multiple times. He's really into woodworking. He's going to make us a fucking badass table, a badass podcasting table. We're going to have some chairs, all sorts of stuff, and we're going to fix up the inside and make it look nice and professional. But also, we have a lot of stuff coming from like on a social media aspect side of things. Like we're going to do a walkthrough on it right now because we want to show the progress like every step of the way through like social media and YouTube and all that good stuff, TikTok, whatever. But it's just going to be like, where's it going with that? Oh, and like Patreon and stuff. Like we're going to have a big thing going on, and I don't know if you want to get on that yet. But
yeah. So it's funny because we got to call out Kurt again. We called him out on the TikTok, so he did let it slip on an episode that it was coming, but it honestly, after I've had time to think about it too, kind of took the pressure off of what our announcement was going to look like, because I had all these ideas like, well, we should do it this way. We should do it this way. We should make a video like this, or we should just do this. And then it was like, you started getting a couple texts like, dude, congrats. It's like, well, what are you talking about? And it's like on the trailer, it's like, oh, how do you know about that? Because, we told some people, but not a lot.
Well, I'll be honest. We kept it pretty much top secret.
A little bit. It was a little locked up.
We didn't even tell Kurt and the boys until after we bought it.
Yeah.
Because we didn't. For one, I'm like, I think this is a really good idea, and I want it to get out and have some other person do it better.
Yeah.
Or something. Maybe
sooner.
Not better, but sooner. Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
But after we got the trailer and stuff, we told Kurt, and he's just like, "Oh my gosh, that's a fucking killer idea." So he's just excited. We made him wait for a long time, getting the trailer and stuff built and everything else. But made everyone wait for quite a while, and they're all super excited for us and everything else. Like very supportive. Honestly, couldn't do any of this without everyone listening. Obviously, that's a huge deal. And also, like without the WCB guys like Kurt, Eric, Doug, Austin, Ross, all of them, everyone, Lee, all the WCB guys.
Young boy.
Yeah, young boy. Come on now.
Can't forget about him.
He hasn't done much. I called him once and he didn't answer. So, but he's very excited about it. But everyone's very excited. It's gonna be fun. We're excited. Everyone, it's just and as far as I know, there's no other podcast that has done this besides the closest I can think of, and that's been brought up a few times, is Steve-O. He does a podcast out of his camper, but like that's not the same as what we're doing. It's very different. Like it's a different vibe and everything else. But yeah, he's traveling around, but he's not traveling to the people necessarily. He's traveling around and podcasting with his bros, essentially.
And I didn't even know Steve-O did that. And I had already made this statement when we were looking at like what type of trailer to do this in. Is it a camp or what is it? And I had already said, I'm like, I don't want this to be a camper that we stay in and then we bring guests in, and I'm like trying to clean up our sleeping bag from the night before.
We looked at campers too, like just in case. We entertained the idea, and we're like, maybe we could make it work. Then we looked at some campers and we're like, it's still at the end of the day just a camper that we're podcasting in. And like, that's not the same. We want a podcast studio that's on wheels.
Yeah. So yeah, when and it was so funny because we found out that it was on the WCB episode the day we're leaving for Georgia.
Yeah. Like,
we're like, holy shit.
Who told them that we're gonna get in this thing? Nobody else knows.
I was a brat for about a minute, and then I'm like, no, this is actually gonna be really good, because then we got in the vehicle and we're like, well, we didn't have it completely nailed down on how we were gonna announce it, and I didn't want it. Yeah, we just didn't have it completely figured out yet. And so then it was like, well, let's just record a clip of them announcing it and then be like, and we're literally on the road to go pick it up. So this is perfect.
It was a win-win, honestly. It was a soft opening for it. And it is Josiah, by the way, that texted me.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was like, it was a good soft opening, and it worked out really well, I think.
Yes.
And we also listened to it, and it's like, Kurt was so nice.
So nice about it, too. Nice, you can't be mad with those types of compliments when he's announcing it. And yeah, it's just one of those things. He was excited about it. And, even for him to say it on their podcast that has a way bigger listenership than we do, it's like, that's awesome, So it all worked out the way it was supposed to. Mm-hmm. And yeah, so now.
God has a plan. Yep. It was meant for it, I guess. It was fun in a good way. So
yeah.
I don't know.
So yeah, to come. And so we've hinted on a couple of our last Keeping Up with the Johnson episodes, like there's big things coming. There's big things coming. It's been the trailer all along.
It's been the trailer.
All along, so we're like, we're going to do this.
That's the big thing coming.
Yes. This is the big announcement.
It's fucking big, too.
It is big.
It's physically big.
So let's talk about it a little. It is 24 foot long.
Yeah. It's 8.5 wide. 24 long.
And we don't actually know what is the clearance on it. 13?
I don't know.
Foot tall?
Yeah, somewhere around there.
It's tall. And so it's wonderful because in it,
almost two. I think it's if there's two of me standing up, I think it's got. I think it's 12.
That sounds about right.
There. 12 foot tall. Total from the ground to the roof. Mm-hmm.
So it's big. It's beautiful. Lots of space to work with, and we had 52 hours total on the road, plus all the time we thought about this while it was being built. But you think about stuff, but like literally almost the entire car, we just kept coming back to like, what about this? What are we gonna do for this? So we have all these ideas, and some of them were like, no, that's shit, and some were like, that's a really good idea, we'll do this. And we we talked to Kurt on the way some, and talked to Jordan Jones on the way, and we're just like going through all these ideas, and it's like, I want everybody's ideas. It's not like we can use them all, but I want all the creative ideas that we can pool together. And it'll be fun too when once it's finished, be like, like if we're showing it to somebody, like, this is really cool, but like, that was so-and-so's idea, or so-and-so helped us build this. Justin built the table. Like, Kurt had to give us the idea for this.
We really want to incorporate as many people as we possibly can. And that includes everyone listening too. So like on the cover art of this episode or something like that, if anyone has any ideas, comment below, I guess, because that'd be really fun. But especially Patreon, like we're going to include them on pretty much everything, every step of the way. It's like, you know, what do you guys think about that? What do you think about this? We'll probably go live on there quite a few times in the process of this whole thing, and just try to be as inclusive of everything as we possibly can. So that's the other thing too. It's like, really want to, you know, because honestly with Patreon right now, I can honestly say it's like, it's a lot of like good friends. So like, you know, we're going to be in there a lot. So it's like, if everyone wants to be included in that, then there it is. Cause I only have so much I can't go live on TikTok every 2 seconds and everything else. But it's like, we also want to put everything out there that we can, but like Patreon members are kind of like the core of everything. So yeah, I don't know. It'll be fun.
And we can't even go live on TikTok yet. You have to have 10,000 followers.
We can't go live, so
we don't have that.
I guess you gotta go on Patreon in order to do that. But yeah, but we're gonna be posting a lot of shit. It's gonna be fun.
Mm-hmm. It's gonna be great. We showed it to Justin tonight, and you know, picked his brain on a lot of things. And this will be the remainder of our summer, is getting this all done. It is the WCB shoot this weekend, so we're gonna haul it down.
Yep.
Because we got to show it off a little bit. And everyone's excited to see it. And another thing is just get people in there and like, tell me all your ideas. I want to hear every one of them, because we've never done this before. And we have so many creative minds around us too. It's like, we need to just capitalize on it.
Yeah. That's pretty much it, I think.
That's the big announcement.
That's the big announcement. So that's that. I mean, it's going to be fun. So hopefully everyone kind of is excited about it too.
Yeah. Hopefully coming to a state near you.
Yeah.